Come on. Come on. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, Danny D. Just doing a quick little live here at feeding time. There's Miss Dottie. There's Miss Dottie. Hi, honey. You come running when you heard the food, didn't you? Yes, you did. Hey, Chew. How are you? Just out feeding my deer. Look at them. Now that bigger one there, if I put it in my hands first, she'll eat out of my hands, but she prefers to eat out of the buckets, I guess, and which is a good thing. So I'm going to get away from the things so the other ones can eat. I don't know where the other three are at. Hello, Ann. Look at them. They're fighting over the one bucket. And I put feed in all three of the buckets. There's usually two more little ones and another mama. So look at there. I hear something in the woods. Yeah, I started to do a fireside chat, but after dinner, my stomach started hurting and stuff, so I've been doing too much last few days, so I got to kind of settle down. We're looking to see if the other deer are around here anywhere. I don't see them. Looky there. See if we can sneak up on them. Doe, a deer, a female deer. You can see Dottie's not as afraid of me. Shh, 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 Dottie. Hi, Dottie's a good girl. We called her Dottie because she had a spot in her ear, but she's also got like a clipped ear if you notice it. Hey, Dottie. Hi, baby. You got corn on your nose. She's like, nope, I ain't having you today. Watch, I just back up and here she comes. Good. I never realized how long their eyelashes are. I know they're hard to see. Hold still, Dottie. They got big, long eyelashes. Hey, you diver. Hello, hello. All right, babies, I'll back up so y'all can eat. That's the bravest little one right there. Yes, you are. Her's a good girl, too. Look at the babies. I dropped my bucket down here somewhere. But yeah, usually I can, whoops, holler from them. They'll come running from behind that house. They're up on the farm. That's where they hang out most of the time. And they'll come running. And earlier, right before I come out and hollered for Dottie, and next thing I knew, they were standing here by the road waiting. But look how majestic they are. Oops. Is it Tuesday already? Hey, Mark. No, I was showing the babies. And I'm not, what, 10 feet from them? I would get closer, but you can tell that little one, she's skittish. And she's just losing her spots. Uh-oh, that is a boy. That is a male. Look at the top of its head. See it? See it? Can you? I can't get it to zoom right. Did you all see that? He's got a little button buck up. That's a little button buck. That's a little boy. Mason, hello, hello. Welcome in. Little antler bumps, yes. It sure is. That is a little boy. I'm going to have to think of you a name. What are you looking up in the woods for? Is there something up there? Oh, I scared it. Or it could have been the dog barking. I wonder if Dottie will let me pet her tonight. No, no, Dottie. I know I don't have no bread. Now, if I had bread, you'd be all over it. But usually, guys, there's 6 of them out here on my fence line eating. Well, not every evening, but most of the time. They go through one of these jugs a day. Oh, God, I wish I could show you all. Wish y'all could see those bumps better. See the little antler bumps? See them? Oh, my gosh. Wait till I tell Rick. Oh, my goodness. That could be why he's a little more braver than the other babies that are around here. I'm back over here to the steps and Sam. But yeah, guys, this is my daily routine. Every evening. Oh, sorry. A lot of patience on your end. Yeah. Like I said, Dottie she would eat out of my hands, but since I've been putting it in the buckets, she would prefer to eat out of the bucket, which is better for her anyway. I don't like her getting that used to humans. Um, One of the biggest poachers around went up the other day on the side by side, and he basically stopped in the road. And I'm like, keep going, don't even look up here. He's like, I looked over and all I saw was steaks everywhere, because there was like 6 of them in the yard. And I'm like, you touch my deer and we're going to fight. Now, if they're up in the woods, that's fine. But that whole mountainside right there, that's mine. That's no hunting. Property up in the head of that holler, that's families. That's no hunting. So, yeah, don't get me wrong now. I like my venison meat. I would rather have venison than any other meat. Uh, but, you know, But yeah, like I said, deer sanctuary, yeah. If I had the money to fence it in, I would. I mean, I'd love to have a big sanctuary up here, but uh, but it is part of nature. I understand that. Um, and we grew up hunting and stuff. Like I said, I'll eat venison. That's that one looked at me like, "What'd you just say?" But if people hunt in a proper way and use it to put food on their tables, yeah, I'm all for that. You know, but I had a lady and her granddaughter ride up this road a couple of seasons back and shoot a deer right between that telephone pole and that first tree there you see. Yeah, right from the four-wheeler. And she's like, "Oh, it's legal. She's got her license." I said, "Honey, there ain't nothing legal about that kill." I said, "For one, that deer's on private property. You didn't get permission to hunt off it. Two, you got a loaded weapon on a vehicle, and you fired from a road close to a house." I said, "Buddy, those are fines that could really add up, you know." I guess they got their belly full. Now they'll come back later tonight and finish up whatever. But I have to watch because they got chickens over there that'll come over there. Yeah, totally illegal from hunting from a vehicle. And that's what I told her. And I asked the grandmother, I said, "Do you have your hunting license?" She said, "No." No, she was she was a kid. She was underage. She didn't need to have license. I said, "But she has to be with a licensed adult, you know." Yeah, we were a game checking station for years. So, yeah, I kind of stickler for the rules. But look at that. Ain't that a pretty sight right there? Now they were all just standing there. Hello, Johnny. Yes, nature is beautiful. We should always enjoy God's creation. Exactly. And like I said, as I say that, a hummingbird flies over my head. Yeah. Welcome, Johnny. I'm glad you dropped in. Like I said, I just did a short show feeding time here, and and I used to have ice cream buckets attached to my fence, but then Rick went and found me these at Tractor Supply, I think it was, and got me three of these um, trough-like things, which I did drill holes in them so water don't stand in them. Which is fine until you mix, until you're like me and make a mistake, and instead of getting corn, you get chopped corn, and it kind of drizzles through the bottom, and then the neighbor's chickens want to come over and eat. But yeah, you can tell we got our hummingbird feeders out, and I got my sun catchers hanging out there. But this is my favorite time of the day. You can hear the crickets, and you can hear little squirrels and stuff playing in the hillside. If it has rained, you could hear the creek running over there, but it's not much in the creek right now. And then I come out and I feed my deer. And then, oh, you walk outside. I've got part of my front yard fenced in because of my dogs. So we can just let them out and let them run and play. And then I'm going to go outside the fence here. Walk you out towards the back. And then, I don't know. Oh, there they go up the hillside. Yeah, like I said, if I could fence that hillside in, have me a nice little sanctuary. That's my nasty old porch. I gotta power wash it. And then that right up there, that is a homemade deer feeder. L's out into a trough. You could actually fill that pipe up and it'll automatically feed. What's the happiest moment of my life so far? Um, well, typical mother answer is when I had my son. They told me I'd never have kids, then I almost lost him before I had him, and then right after he was born, almost lost him. So he turned 29 this year. So, but then, a lot of my happy moments are this fishing with my dad, you know, hanging out here. And this is our fire pit. I got to put a video together. I just cooked out here tonight. Yeah, I made Salisbury steak and gravy out here. And so, yeah. But this is our little, I call it my little piece of heaven. And that all the way top that mountain is mine. What am I going to do with it? Probably nothing. Most likely nothing. Leave it to my son. But you know what? It's mine. It's my happy place. You know? Oh, well, thank you. Honey, I have learned in my life that um, you have to be in good spirits. Yeah, we all get down. Oh, honey, I have fought depression so bad, especially here recently. But it's okay not to be okay. Just don't get stuck in that state, you know. We can visit it, just don't live there. And I have overcome too many brushes with death. And so that's one reason we did this channel, is to have people, to remind people to enjoy life to the best of your ability. The way you do it may be different from somebody else's, but as long as you're enjoying your life, then that's what it's all about. You know, right now my husband's having problems with his knee, and he has to metal detect from a mobility scooter. But you know what? He still does. And an AU diver, honey, I have been, like I said, I've been fighting depression lately because of my hernia and not knowing if I could get a doctor down here to even work, to even operate on it. But it is so bad that now it will have to have, because I've had so many of them, I would have to have total stomach revision. And me and the doctor sat down and we talked about the risk outweighing the rewards or whatever. And I thought about what you went through. And I thought, well, um, maybe I can hold off until it has to be done. Yeah, I have my binder on now. Whenever I get out and do anything, I have my binder on. I got to do things a little slower. But Greg, we doing it, right? Pig vomit. Hello, hello. What kind of, you just missed them. The deers were out here feeding in these buckets, and they just went up on the hill. That's what I was filming. Um, but we got all kinds of wild animals around here. We have coyotes. We have bobcats. I'm just trying to think of the ones that I've seen. Hey, Ernie. Hello, honey. Um, and so, yeah, about, Lord, honey, they're even bringing in elk. in parts of this state anymore. Yeah, I love my wildlife. That's why those black things on my fence there, that's what I feed the deer with every evening. And matter of fact, they got corn in them now. I come out and put corn in them, and three of them were here eating. And one has like little antler bumps on him. I thought they were all does, but no, that one's a little buck. Oh. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come in and say hi and do what works for you. Stay strong because you are very strong. Thank you, Greg. Like I said, if you all knew my entire history, you would know that even getting out of the house is a struggle for me. Um, yeah, I have social anxiety disorder. And the last year or so at work, I would cry just about all the way to work, just knowing I had to face people, you know. But we learned to live with what life dealt us and learn how to mold it to our advantage. Crazy Man 911, hello, hello, welcome. I'm glad I stopped by to say hello and thank you for taking the time out of your day to chat with us and show us some wildlife. Oh, Johnny, I hope you subscribe because we do a live every Tuesday night, and then you'll see us, like sometimes we'll do a fireside chat out back or just working around the house or different adventures, you know. And, and that's what it's all about is leaving our memories, you know, sharing our memories with other people and hopefully put a smile on their face, and maybe some encouraging words and some, um, support and just let them know that you're not alone. Life may be bad now, but I promise you it will be better tomorrow. Will it be perfect? Probably not. Usually never is. But you know what? It'll be better than what today is. You know why? You've got mail. Because you got through today, and that'll help you get through tomorrow. You know? And everything makes you stronger. See, they're slowing down so they can see the deer. And his dog he has running behind him came up here and ran my deer out of my yard one day. So yeah, he knows I'm watching him. But yeah, guys, just remember that everything, yeah, I got mail. It's telling me that my security cameras went off. Oh, thank you, Greg. I know. And I know you go through some of the same things. Computer shut off, fart. I probably could, but I am a country girl. Doesn't bother me none. There's more room out than there is in. Slave Eddie. Hello, hello. And I appreciate y'all coming in. And I am going to get back inside now and feed my two doggies. I fed the forest doggos. Now I gotta go feed the household doggos. And so, guys, yeah, and like I said, I did do a little video. I'm getting ready to edit it and get it out of us cooking over the open fire. So, you guys have a beautiful day or evening, day, whatever time frame you're in. Ernie, hope you're not still out on the road. Hope you're getting to kick back and relax some. Um, I know, Danny D. I love it when you pick on me. You only pick on those you like, right? But guys, I love each and every one of yous. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your life to the best of your ability. And remember, tomorrow, it's a restart. It's a new day. You know, hit reset and do it again. Other words for today, be kind to everyone. Life is short. Nothing is guaranteed. Exactly. But one thing's for sure, we will all miss someone or something. Yes, we love in our lifetime. Exactly. And after I had my heart attack and died on them twice, I made it a point to tell those um, that are important to me that you're all important to me, you know? So when I say I love yous and I appreciate yous, no, it comes from the bottom of my heart. Because you know what? Tomorrow, I may not be able to say that. And when I leave this world, I want everybody to know where they stood and that I loved them and I appreciate you. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Don't forget, Charlie will be on later tonight. And we got Monday Digs coming up on Monday. We will be live again on Tuesday. And Papa Roush will go at 9 o'clock Eastern after us. And I don't know what all's going on. Even though I pick on you. Danny, do you know how it warms my heart when you call me Annie? Because my niece and nephew, when they were little, they couldn't say Angie. So I was Aunt Annie. So I have been Annie to them. And gosh, my niece has two kids of her own, and my nephew has a child now. And I'm Annie to them too. Charlie won't be on tonight? Oh, okay. I know Rob had surgery and stuff. Um, and you're Annie Ann. Oh, that's so sweet. So, but I know I've been saying it forever. I am going to jump off here. And you guys, be good humans. Love everybody. Be sure to tell people how much they mean to you and how important they are to you and that you love them. And if you see somebody without a smile, give them one of yours. You just make more. All right, baby doll. I'll talk to y'all later on. Love each and every one of yous. Bye.